por mais desafio aí na sua vida.
Congratulations again for this new challenge in your life. I would like to know, you talked about your admiration for Messi when you signed for Barcelona. Is there at PSG a reference player, a benchmark player that you admire as well? It is true what you're saying. I signed for Barcelona, and one of the main thing was to play alongside Messi. And here for Paris, it's the club itself, the ambition of the club, the PSG project, and of course, all the players who are members of the team as well. It's not one specific players, it's the players, of course. There are players like Pastore. I would like to thank him, to give me his number. I was not expecting that. I was kind of surprised about that. So all credits and respect to him, and maybe I can pay him back at Paris Saint-Germain.
Neymar, just in the middle here. Christina McFarlane for CNN. Hello. Congratulations, Neymar, on your new club and your new signing. I just wondered, first of all, to you, Neymar, what would success look like to you at Paris Saint-Germain? What would you be satisfied with during your time here when you finally hang up your boots? And then secondly, to you, Mr. President, you reportedly bought the club, Paris Saint-Germain, for 100 million euros in 2011. 6 years later, you've managed to buy Neymar here for 222 million euros. I know the world of football has some crazy finances, but I would just like to ask you how that was possible. Neymar.
Poderia repetir a pergunta que eu não entendi direito, por favor?
Could you ask your question again,
of course.
please?
I'm sorry, too many questions. I just wondered what success would look like to you at Paris Saint-Germain. What would you be satisfied with once you eventually hang up your boots here to have achieved?
Eu quero marcar história.
Well, I want to write history here at Paris Saint-Germain. This is the only reason. There are new challenges, there's the club's ambition as well, and I want to write history and help write history of the club. Our biggest challenge is the Champions League, of course, but we do not only want the Champions League, we want all possible trophies, and this is the way we will write history.
Isabel.
For your question, to answer your question, actually, before Neymar, the value of the club was like $1 billion, and today 1.5 billion. So I think it's enough to answer your question. And there's no second Neymar in the world. I tell you the truth. And I want you, I would love to meet in 2 years, 3 years, and you tell me what's the value today for Neymar in 2 years. And please. Double at least. Thank you.
Bom, agora, vou Neymar Isabela Palhari para os canais de esporte interativo. Seja muito bem-vindo. Bom, Paris Saint-Germain é um clube recente, foi fundado nos anos 70, mas já tem um histórico com brasileiros. Eu queria que você falasse um pouco disso e também se você tem ideia...
Paris Saint-Germain has a kind of a love affair with the Brazilian players. Do you think that Paris now will become the city of Neymar, as big as the Eiffel Tower? How do you feel? Does it feel like your city is not the city of lights? Well, I'm kind of anxious to write this history. First of all, of course, to get to know my teammates, to play alongside with them, and to then get to know the city as well. I don't think that Paris doesn't need Neymar to be the most wonderful city in the world. Of course, obviously, I'm really happy about the welcome, about the way that people will welcome me. It's my new home. And I want to build a new dream. I want to achieve new challenges together with my teammates and my family. And I'm very happy to be another Brazilian to play for a great club in a great country. And I really want to write history here.
Bonjour Neymar, Philippe Sanfourche pour RTL. Quel est ton regard global sur le football français, son niveau général?
How do you view French football and its level in general? And do you think that Ligue 1, the championship that you will be playing it, is performing high enough in order for Paris Saint-Germain to reach the level of the clubs who are likely to win the Champions League, like Real Madrid or Barcelona?
Isso foi uma coisa que eu escutei muita gente falando sobre a liga. Eu acho que tão errado.
Well, I heard a lot of people speak about Ligue 1 and criticize the league itself.
Já assisti jogos aqui, sei que é muito difícil.
I've spoken about that with the many players who played in Ligue 1, and there's never an easy game in here. Quite the contrary, this is a very big challenge for me, for our club as well, to win the league again, the domestic league again, and of course other titles as well, because Paris Saint-Germain has a really great potential to become the greatest club in the world.
Aquí Neymar, Marta Ramón de RACU, aprofundiendo un poco más en tu decisión de marcharte del Barça, la presión que supone jugar al lado de...
Talking about your decision to leave Barcelona, I would like to know if you left the club because of Messi, of the relationship that you had with him over there?
Muito pelo contrário, né? Como eu falei ali, dos
No, quite on the contrary.
Ao Barcelona foi para jogar com o Messi, né?
One of my motivation to play for FC Barcelona, it was to play with Lionel Messi, alongside Lionel Messi. He was one of our role models.
Nenhuma pressão, né? Só na primeira semana.
And there was no pressure at all. Only during the first week, my first week at Barcelona, I was quite nervous to train with my role models at the time. They were here, you know, they were live with me, and that was quite a lot of pressure. But after that first week,
acho que você tá jogando com os melhores, isso é muito mais fácil.
I felt relaxed and I was within my environment. And to play with the best is very easy, actually.
Uma grande equipe para você disputar.
Because all the players, every player in the world wants to play with the best players in the world in order to talk to them, to win titles together. So, of course, I would like to thank Lionel Messi because he welcomed me so well over there in Barcelona. I learned so much alongside him in the 4 years that I spent with him. And today I'm here at Paris Saint-Germain, and I'm very happy. And I really want to help my teammates in the best possible way and win titles.
Okay, so that appears to be the end of the news conference that Neymar has been holding in Paris, at the Parc des Princes, his new home at Paris Saint-Germain, having now sealed this £200 million transfer from Barcelona. And some really fascinating lines there, Orla, and all sorts of different subjects, really. Admittedly, some questions he didn't exactly answer directly. Why did he leave Barcelona? Didn't really answer that. He just sort of said why he liked being there and Lionel Messi and the relationship and being very positive about that. A lot of talk, though, I noticed about ambition, about, you know, really wanting to rewrite history. We heard that several times, didn't we? And the new challenges, the club's ambition, the PSG project. Not just about the Champions League, but it is a lot about the Champions League and winning all possible trophies.
Yes, as you say, he said quite a number of times that he wanted